Okay, hello friends. Today we will be doing AMC 10B 2023 problem 12. Let's get started. When the roots of the polynomial p of x equals x minus 1 to the power of 1 times x minus 2 to the power of 2 times x minus 3 to the power of 3 all the way to x minus 10 to the power of 10 are removed from the number line, what remains is the union of 11 disjoint open intervals. How many of these intervals is p of x positive? At first glance, this looks like a terrifying 55th degree polynomial with exponents scaling all the way up to 10. The question asks how many of the 11 open intervals on the number line make this expression strictly positive. So the first thing I want to note is that it's a 55th degree polynomial. And don't be scared by this, it's just something to note. Okay, so another thing is that, if we try to plug in these test numbers, shall I say like 0, 1, we will run out of time in the test. But if you spot the trick, you can solve this in your head in 10 seconds. You'll be like, what? So let's look at the exponents. Exactly half of them are even. 2 to 10. 2, 4, 6. So let me just write that 4 to make sure you know that's even. To 10 exponent. These are all even. And half are odd. So what happens when you raise any real number to an even power? It's always positive. Since the problem asks us where the polynomial is strictly greater than 0, we are already ignoring the exact root problems when it equals 0. So, first, we know this because it's given by the problem, and then even powers do not affect the sign. So, this is where I'm getting next. We ignore them. So, multiplying by a positive never changes the sign, and that's why we ignore them. So this is a trend on the AMC I like to call the parity trap. The test writers love using this because they can make you stuck on the problem. But your first instinct when seeing this should be to check the parity. So once you realize that even powers are there, you could literally just cross them out. As I outline on problem 15 in this same year paper, in 10B, the same thing happens. Literally in one paper, 3 questions apart, they're using parity again. But let's move on. Since odd powers completely preserve the original sign, they behave exactly like a power of 1. So we can just say that x minus 1 times x minus 3 times x minus 5 times x minus 7 times x minus 9 without all these powers. So we start with the extreme right where x is greater than 10. If you pick a number like 11, every factor is positive, so the interval from 10 to infinity is strictly positive. Exactly what is outlined here. So all 5 factors are positive. P of x is positive. So next we move left and cross 10. Because 10 is an even root, the sign does not change, meaning the interval from 9 to 10 is also positive. Now we cross 9. It's an odd root, so the sign flips from negative for the interval from 8 to 9. We cross 8. So basically, this is what I'm saying. We can cross an odd root because it flips the sign. So now, crossing an even root does not change the sign. So with this information, we know our positive intervals are therefore, our winning positive intervals are therefore 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 6, 7, no joke there, and 9, 10, and 10, infinity. So this is a grand total of exactly 6 positive intervals. So therefore, the takeaway is don't let these big exponents scare you. So something I wanted to notate is that look at parity. Obviously, parity trap is one big thing. So I'm going to write that in big caps letters. So you must remember it. Parity trap. And again, as I said before, this is when the test writers are using all these even exponents to scare you, or like here, when really they're nothing meaningful and we can just cross them out. So another thing I wanted to say is that you can track the sign flips across an odd root. Like here, we can see that crossing an odd root flips the sign, and crossing an even root does not change it. So here and here, these are two very important things. And therefore, we can then create the answer from just knowing these simple facts. And all we gotta know is, remember this, flipping signs is a big one. And basically, you will slide right into the answer. And I hope you learned big traps. This question is a landmark question. So please remember what I told you right now. And thanks for watching. This will be part of my AMC 10B 2023 playlist. Do watch other videos there. And we're done. I hope you enjoyed once again.